when it became clear that I needed to look for full-time work, and I have a video linked in the description for the whole story on that, but when it became clear that I needed to look for full-time work, I was determined to absolutely stay clear of working in person and in working with kids. Not because I don't love kids, I do love kids, and I have a ton of experience working with kids through volunteer stuff, also through paid work that I've done career-wise, but I had this vision of working from home and just sitting at home on a laptop in some cute office, like a designated workspace just for me, sitting at a laptop, having a dog sleeping at my feet, and having the ability to work from home so that I could take that dog for walks at any time, have the freedom to like run errands if I needed to, or like, work my own schedule. So I scoured the internet for work from home jobs. Virtual work, working in social media. I spent, it is true when they say looking for a job is a full-time job. I spent so much time online applying to things, tweaking my resume to match a certain job, tweaking a cover letter to highlight the skills that I have for that particular job. It was a full-time job. It was exhausting. And I got my hopes up so many times seeing the like perfect job and hearing nothing back, or getting that notification that's like, we went a different direction, but we'll keep your resume on file. I'm like, thanks, that's nice, but whatever. I was so discouraged. I just wanted to work from home, and I wanted to do things with like online business, or helping people with their social media accounts, or being like a moderator for people's Facebook groups, things like that. And not just that. I even applied to like customer service things that were online, and always looked for the like no phones, all online, email customer service. Oh, it would have been a dream. But almost a year of that went by, and it's like, how much time are you going to spend looking for work? Because every month that goes by is a month where you didn't bring in that extra money to help you with your budget. So I finally was just like, okay, I had to let go of my dream of being able to work from home. And so I had to look for in-person stuff, and I looked at lots of different things, applied to different things, and nothing. Then I apply finally to some daycare jobs, and wouldn't you know it, right away, we'd like to interview you. Okay. I did not want to, one, I didn't want to work at an in-person job. And two, I didn't want to jump back into like daycare or school type work, and I just didn't want to. And maybe there's more to unpack with that in experiences with working with kids in a school setting, but maybe, I don't know. But this video isn't about that. This video is about keeping an open mind while you are job hunting. Because here's what happened. I had 2 interviews at 2 different daycares that I turned down because they were I will also link that video when I'll put like red flags in job interviews, because some of the red flags I mentioned came from interviews at these daycares. So I had 2 daycare interviews that were major red flags, and I just declined moving ahead with them. Then I finally got interviewed at a daycare that I ended up working at for a few months, and then I ended up applying to, I forget the website that I used. It's not care.com. It's some other site kind of like that. And for life of me, I can't think of what it is. But anyways, some other place where you could browse through job listings for people who are looking for nannies or babysitters, things like that. And I just found myself going like, okay, fine, what's there? Just the daycare, I've mentioned this before, the daycare, it was the workload and the work environment there was not good for like sustainable mental and physical health for me. So that's why I was looking for other stuff, and kind of just out of desperation, I was like, fine, I'll look for childcare jobs like in people's homes. And, here's why I say keep an open mind. Again, as I've said before, just because something went a certain way for me doesn't mean it will go this way for you. But what happened for me was I came upon a job listing that seemed awesome, and I applied and I heard back, and we did a phone interview, then we did an in-person interview, and all green light, like, or green flag. That's what I'm trying to say. Green flag, as opposed to, red flags in a job situation. So green flag, like I felt so good about this. And I've been with this family doing childcare for them in their home for over a year now. And it's been incredible to see how I've been able to use those skills that I have that I didn't intend to use. I wanted to use other skills for like online stuff and work from home stuff. But in keeping an open mind, I was able to find employment in a place where I've been able to use my gifts and really help, and been able to find employers that are so thoughtful, like really thoughtful and conscientious, respectful, kind. So I'm not saying that's how everybody's story turns out, but by keeping an open mind and applying for the things that I did not want to apply to anymore got me on this path to wind up at the job I have now. Now, years into the future, maybe I will be able to have that work from home job and be in a home with a dedicated office and have that dog sitting at my feet and be able to go take walks. Like, maybe that's still to come years down the road. I don't know. But I did want to say, if you keep an open mind, you may take a winding road, because again, the interviews at those daycares went not well, and then the daycare job I was at for a few months, that was very difficult. But that path brought me to the job I have now, which is fulfilling on so many levels. And it's just amazing how I can find so much fulfillment in a job that I, in just 2 years before, would have said, I'm not applying to those types of jobs. So I'm not saying your story is going to turn out that way, but I am saying if you are looking for a job and you have yourself locked into like, I am only applying to these types of jobs, I'm just saying, if you end up opening your mind up to other possibilities, maybe previous types of work you've done that you've not wanted to go back to, there is a chance that you may have a huge impact by using those gifts that you do have, and that your whole life's experiences have grown in you. Like those skills you have that people notice, go, wow, you're really great with this, or you're really good at that. Even if you're trying to get away from that, there's a chance that you could have a huge impact and perhaps a fulfilling job. Of course, again, I don't know your path, but I felt like somebody out there maybe needed to hear that, to expand your job search parameters, because you never know what might come from it. It may not come right away. You may have a few exhausting seasons in there on your way to that fulfilling job. And you know what? I have an incoming call. So I'm going to end it there. That's my sign to wrap it up. Thanks for watching.